All right, people. So I'm trying a new little thing here. You know, they got a YouTube live thing here with my phone. I can now use live on my phone. So hopefully this works okay. If it doesn't, I could just upload a video the normal way. So like I said, I hope this works all right. If it doesn't, I'll try something else. But I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see if it works. Um, but I never used this before, so we'll see. But let's just get into the review here. So to get the show started off, we have four divas coming out to cut a promo, uh, and then they end up wrestling a match. I mean, I thought it was a bad way to start off the show. I mean, it's 30 minutes of divas. Not a good way to start off the show. That's a terrible way. So they cut their promo here. Only every person gets about what a few minutes to cut their promo. Not enough time to cut your promo. Um, you get Charlotte saying the same shit she's been saying now for quite a while now about Bailey not being a legitimate friend to Charlotte, or Sasha not being a legitimate friend. I mean, just same old shit. Didn't like it. Just thought it was the same old. I think Nia Jax being in there is very. It's just not good. I mean, I'm not a fan of Nia Jax. I mean, I see her doing her little leg drop, and she could hardly even get off the fucking ground. That's how fat she is. So the promo was not a good way to start off the show. You know, Bailey is doing her little, oh, feel sorry for me. You know, when I was fucking 8 years old, I was begging my dad to buy WrestleMania for me. I mean, just shut the fuck up about all your sob. I mean, she sounds like a politician out there, you know, saying her sob stories. I mean, just terrible. So then you get the match. Bailey and Charlotte defeat Nia Jax and Charlotte. Just a typical tag match. Every tag match in this company sucks. It was 9 minutes and 25 seconds long, which I think was the longest match of the night. I gave it a half star out of five. Then after the match, like I said, Nia Jax beats everybody up, and that's when she could hardly get off the ground for her leg drop. Um, so yeah, just not a good way to start off the show with the Divas. Then we have Aries defeating Noam Dar. Just a terrible, another cruiserweight division, like I've been saying for months now. Pretty much ever since it's been in existence, it's been terrible. I mean, they give the matches 3 or 4 minutes, and this one was 4 minutes, 4 minutes long, 0 out of 5 stars, just terrible. I mean, having 4 minute matches is not entertaining. Then we have Rollins and Triple H cut a promo, and hey, look at what they actually did. They actually did a face to face promo. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. When you build up a match, you should have face to face promos, not 5 minute face to face promos. This was good. It was 15 or 20 minutes long, I think. Good content, good substance, good back and forth. Triple H started off, and he basically says, tells Rollins to sit down. And like I said, it's better when they're in the ring face to face. There's more tension. It's more direct. It's better communication. So Triple H, tells Rollins he doesn't want this and shit like that. And then Rollins comes back and he says that when he was with Triple H back in the day, that that wasn't the real Rollins or some shit like that, and he wants to get the real Rollins back. So they've really done a good job of building up to this match. This is probably um, the best they've done building up to a match out of all the matches on Raw, at least, because I don't have time to watch SmackDown, unfortunately, because I can only take so many hours of shit per fucking week. So, um, yeah, thought it was a good promo. Definitely a good fucking promo here. Um, and like I said, they've done a good job of building up. They didn't take 2 fucking weeks to build up to this match. They have been building up to this match for a long ass time now, really all the way back like 4 months ago. And they've progressively been building up. That's how you should build up to a WrestleMania match, not take fucking 2 weeks. So this is good. And then we get a brawl, which I liked. First Triple H attacks him, and then Rollins eventually gets the upper hand. It's an interesting thing going into WrestleMania here with the injured leg and everything like that. It's an unsanctioned match, so it'll definitely be interesting to see what the fuck happens. So yeah, enjoyed that promo. Then we get Big Shit versus a bunch of people. I don't even know what the fuck this is. This was just a giant ass clusterfuck. Um, Big Show just just throws a bunch of people over the top rope, and then they all come back in, throw him over the top rope, and then Braun Strowman comes out. It's like, what the fuck? It's just a giant ass clusterfuck. Then Neville defeats Gallagher. I gave this match 1 out of 5 stars. Again, a short ass cruiserweight match, 4 minutes and 35 seconds long. There was a good spot in here where the headbutt between the two of them was pretty cool. Like they were running at full speed and they just like hit each other head on, and that was a good spot. But I mean, still a short match. Then we get the Reigns and Taker segment. So Reigns comes out and he, does a little 2 minute promo because we all know he can't cut a promo over 2 minutes. And then they've done this weird ass thing where we have Undertaker throughout the entire episode of Raw. They keep flashing to this like grainy 280 pixel. It's like you're watching fucking, like I said, a 280. I think that's what it's called, the definition. On YouTube. I mean, I felt like I was watching a 1970s horror movie. I mean, terrible. And yes, I do agree Reigns should be fired. Shouldn't have been in this company in the first place. But it's like you're watching a horror movie from the 70s. Very grainy, and like Undertaker's fucking digging a hole. He's digging a motherfucking hole in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it was just weird. It made me laugh. I'm thinking like this is just laughable. It's just weird, very weird. So then Taker finally comes out and he tells Reigns he's going to rest in peace. Um, it was an all right promo. I mean, nothing too out of the ordinary here except Undertaker digging a motherfucking hole. I mean, it wasn't too entertaining. Oh, he's digging a fucking hole. I mean, okay. So it was all right. I mean, it could have been much better. But Reigns shouldn't even be in this feud in the first place because he is a terrible garbage wrestler. Then we get a tag team brawl here. There's a ladder being used. I mean, it wasn't too great or anything like that. Just when they hit each other with a ladder a couple times. It's just a short little brawl. Wasn't really too entertained by this. Then Sami Zayn defeats Kevin Owens. It was a no DQ match. Sami Zayn lost. He would be fired. I'm ashamed that Reigns is associated with Undertaker too. Yeah, I mean it's a disgrace that guy, that I call him the malignant cancer of WWE. It's a disgrace that guy is even in this company, let alone a feud with the Undertaker. So Zayn defeats Kevin Owens. No DQ. It's only 7 minutes and 40 seconds long. Why is it so short? Why don't you make it longer? So I gave it 1 out of 5 stars. Just thought it was way too short. You have Samoa Joe coming down and then Jericho coming down. Just not much build to Mania here for the Kevin Owens Chris Jericho match. So I'm very disappointed with the main. This was the main event. Your main event on your go home show to Mania is 7 minutes and 40 seconds long, and it's a no DQ match. I mean, you don't have enough time to give these wrestlers adequate time to wrestle on a 3-hour show. Are you kidding me? Then we have your Goldberg, Brock Lesnar main event. Or your final promo. So Heyman cuts a promo. It's a pretty good promo there. He talks for, 10 minutes. And then you get Goldberg coming out there. And by the way, a lot of people are booing him. Same thing with Reigns. And he says, "Oh, let's fight." He doesn't even cut a promo. So then Lesnar starts running towards him and he just gets speared like that, and that's it. I mean, like I said, pretty ordinary, pretty basic. Everything on the show is just so basic. I mean, they never do anything unique to change things up. They rarely do. I mean, they're doing it with the Triple H and Rollins feud, but other than that, I mean, everything is just cookie cutter, pretty ordinary. So, not happy with this. Yeah, the video is titled, I believe, something like "Mania is not good enough." It's not good enough. Reigns versus Undertaker. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I mean, terrible. That I already talked about that. Goldberg Lesnar. I've talked about that on numerous occasions. That's sickening to see a guy like Goldberg take the belt from a hard worker and a talented worker like Kevin Owens. Owens versus Jericho. I mean, it's for the U.S. title. Which match am I most excited for? Well, I can only go off the Raw ones because I don't watch SmackDown because, like I said, I could only take so much shit per week. I have a work, I have school, I have things to do every fucking day. So I can't. It just overloads my head to watch. You know, it would overload my head to watch 5 hours a week of this garbage. So the match I'm most excited for on Raw is probably definitely is Triple H versus Seth Rollins because, like I said, oh, you actually build to a match. It makes you more excited for the match. I mean, think of that. You actually take a few months and put some hard work and actually build to the match. It makes people excited for it, unsanctioned. They should put SmackDown on Friday. I don't really care when it is. Um, I mean, Friday would make the most sense. I mean, it's just back to back too. That. It's like you got to watch 3 hours on Monday, and then 2 hours on Tuesday, back to back, and then you have a pay per view like every fucking 2 weeks now on Sunday. So it's like, oh, you got to watch Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, all back to back, 7 hours in 3 days. That's bullshit. Nobody should be subjected to that amount of torture in the span of 3 days. So, so I'm getting worked up now. Um, Hopefully this live thing will work and shit. I think it will. But hopefully I think I'll get some more videos up throughout the course of the week now that I'm actually caught up on all this shit. Probably going to do some ranting on Roman Reigns, on Goldberg, and just on WWE in general, and of course I'll get a WrestleMania preview up to this terrible ass show. Not terrible, but I mean it's not looking great. They could have done a much better job of building to it. But like I said, look what they did with Triple H and Rollins. That's how you should build every big match on this card. Versus what you did with Goldberg and Lesnar. I mean, what a terrible ass match that is shaping up to be. I mean, what? How long has Goldberg wrestled in a ring in the past 12 years? 7 minutes. Yeah, he's your champion. Total disgrace. So there you go, people. First live Raw review. If this is good, if this is a good format, I might keep it. I know this will just upload right to YouTube, I believe, so people could watch it. So there you go, people. There's your first ever. It's an historic day on this YouTube channel. The first ever live Raw review from the Ruthless Ranter. So there you go, people.